I love the mission statement of our college. It says, we provide timely and relevant solutions to help individuals and their communities reach their full potential. In other words, you are problem solvers. Each of you in your chosen field, education or psychology, health science, instructional technology, communicative disorders, you spent the last 3 or 4 or 6 or more years learning how to solve problems. And this is in the service of improving the lives of others. In my work at Unite, one of the more troubling data trends that we have followed over the past 4 years is this polling that tracks Americans' faith in our abilities to solve problems. Last year, the Pew Center noted that for the first time, after several years of decline, the majority of Americans, 57%, no longer feel that we can solve our problems. In a survey conducted just 2 months ago, only 4% of Americans said that America is working well. And just 16% trust our leaders to do the right thing. And our inability to solve problems was the #1 issue most cited as the worst result of our polarization and our division. My colleagues and I at Unite believe that our divisions are not caused by disagreement or our differing positions on policy, but caused by the contempt that we feel for people who think differently than we do. And this growing culture of contempt has come to define our politics. But contempt is not just a political problem. We see the impact of this in our everyday lives. This epidemic of contempt is what those of you in public health will witness as you are called on to navigate controversial issues like declining vaccination rates or the mental health care crisis. Those of you working in education will have front row seats to the battles over who decides what curriculum is taught in public schools, which books are allowed in our libraries, and a host of ever-changing, contentious issues debated in school board meetings, in legislatures, on social media, and in Facebook groups. And our psychologists and marriage and family therapists, you will be called on to heal relationships that have been damaged or even ended because of political or cultural differences fueled by contempt. I would like to offer one simple, not easy, but simple problem-solving strategy that's at the heart of our work at Unite, which I believe will help in your work in the coming years, and that is to treat people with dignity. This is not a new concept. It's at the heart of your training. It's the foundation of our work in education and human services. Everyone has worth. Everyone can learn. Everyone has potential. Everyone deserves to be treated with dignity. I'm just suggesting that it's time we apply these principles that we all know and have learned and have built our education on. We apply these principles, these truths to our social and political interactions too. I believe that treating people with dignity has the power to ease divisions and prevent violence. And critically, at this time, when our trust in our ability to solve problems is at an all-time low, I believe dignity is the key to solving even our most complex problems. My colleagues Tom Roschert, Tim Shriver, and I created and tested a tool that we call the Dignity Index, which helps remind us of the language that we use in moments of conflict that can reflect either dignity or contempt for others. Business and corporate leaders, government employees and elected officials, teachers and school board members in states across the country, university leaders and student campus groups, even governors' offices are all seeing the benefits of bringing more dignity into their work. A higher ed administrator in the state reported that after learning the language of dignity versus contempt, he said, "I listen more. I seem to have more patience and listen to understand rather than to answer. I am much quicker to understand the message people are conveying." And one man wrote, "I think I could use the Dignity Index at home." By the way, a lot of people are telling us that. Whenever my wife and I have a disagreement, we can try to remember that we're on the same side and we need to respect each other's opinions and work together to come to a solution. Again, it's the problem-solving component of dignity. So here's to you, the graduating class, the problem solvers of 2024. As graduates with advanced degrees from the College of Education and Human Services, we share a common foundation which has prepared us for this critical time in our communities and our country. I'm inviting you, actually, I'm enlisting you today to join the Dignity Movement, to use the tools that you've gained here at your time at USU, to be the teachers, the healers, the leaders, the problem solvers that our country so desperately needs. Congratulations on your incredible achievement, and go Aggies.